Hey there, what's happening? This is Eric and
Victoria.
And we are the LAPTOP-PRENEURS. Our passion is to help you to take your business online and to do that profitably. And so we're so excited about today's topic. We're going to be talking about how you actually choose your vehicle to help you market your business. So
Makes a difference.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so we're going to talk about how to make affiliate marketing profits. But choosing your vehicle for marketing is definitely a part of that. And so what we're going to talk about is four different modes of marketing that you might consider.
Because you don't want to be all over the place.
Don't want to be all over the place.
Yeah.
And so the four things are going to be podcasting, blogging, doing Facebook Lives, and also YouTube videos, right?
Yeah.
And so one of the reasons why it's so important to provide content to your particular audience is in order for people to purchase from you, there needs to be a strong know, like, and trust factor, right?
They have to feel they know you, they like you, and they trust you. Because that's how we are as human beings. We deal with people that we know, we like, and we trust or familiar with.
There needs to be an exchange, you know. First of all, there can be an exchange with some of the smaller things. Mm-hmm. You know, you're providing bits of information to help them to get from point A to point B, right? And so you understand that when you're marketing to a particular market, you're helping them to resolve problems that create pains for them, or to move them towards things that they desire, their goals, right?
Yeah.
So you're helping them transition
to
a
good exchange.
A different state,
That's
right?
right. That's
you know,
right.
You're helping them get from that state where they're frowning, right, to the state where they get that happy face, right? So you definitely want to help them along in that process. And so one of the great ways to create authority is through adding value and through content, through providing them information, helping them solve little problems. You help them to solve little problems, they'll come back to you to help them to solve the bigger problems, you know. And so you can get paid or even solve little problems for free, and then when you're able to solve the bigger problems, that's when you get the big money. That's when they're willing to pay, right? And so let's look at those four things. Well, first of all, let's look at podcasting. So podcasting, a lot of people wonder, well, what are they talking about with podcasting, right? And in podcasting, you might consider that to be your own version of a radio show that's just going over the internet, right? So you're providing solutions to particular problems that people may have in your particular marketplace. And so keep in mind, you want to know what market you serve, because ultimately there's a product, a service, or a business opportunity that you're offering. And so you need to understand who is most likely served by those things. In other words, it goes even beyond a particular demographic or age group, but I want you to have in mind a particular person who will be your most likely repeat customer. That's going to be the person.
That's important.
That's who we call an avatar.
That is your point of reference.
That's your point of reference. And so when we're talking about podcasting, first of all, you have to make sure it's right for you as an individual, right? And then you need to make sure it's right for your market. So first of all, if you look at podcasting, you're looking at an age group pretty much between the ages 25 and 40. That would be the median age group, right? And then looking at you, you need to be a kind of a high energy person. In other words, if you're on a podcast and you're saying, well, this is what we're going to talk about tonight. You know, people they're not going to hang around for that.
Because the only thing they have to go by is your vocal cords and your voice, because they can't see your inflection. They have to hear that because they don't have your body language, or they can't see you to feel you. So the only way they can feel you is through your voice, your inflection.
Absolutely. And so, you know, if it's content that does not require video, If there's something that you can present that doesn't require a lot of charts and graphs or images, a podcast might be appropriate. But it also might be good for you if you don't consider yourself to be camera ready, or you just simply don't like to do video, then a podcast might be a good alternative for you. And so, number 2, let's talk about blogging. Now, one of the things to consider with blogging is, first of all, you're probably going to be interested in writing. All a blog is a website where you're constantly providing updates and content. That's it. A blog is something where you are presenting written materials. It's like you're doing articles on a regular basis. So if you're a blogger, some people will do it daily. Some people actually blog twice a day. That's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And some people will blog once a week. Some people do it once a month. It all depends on what you want to do. Now, generally speaking, if you're going to be a blogger, you probably like to write, right? If you don't,
I think it makes a difference if you like to write.
So some people, some people actually do video, vlogs, video blogs, right? And some people do it that way as well. But generally speaking, you have a passion for writing. That's the way you want to market your business. But you also have to consider this. Consider your audience. Does your audience like to read?
Yeah.
If your audience doesn't like to read, chances are you're not going to reach them through blogging, right? So one of the things to consider about blogging is your audience is going to be largely female, because females tend to read more than males.
Yeah.
So that's just something to consider. Now, the age range can be pretty broad for blogging. It's just whether people like to read or not. That's going to determine your audience. But the other thing about blogging is you have to be able to create emotion in your writing. You have to be able to use those words and select the words that's going to keep people's interest level up, because you don't want them just to read the headline of your blog and read down a few sentences, lose interest, and leave, right? Yeah. Because the whole idea of this is you want them to read your blog article so they can go down to the point where they see your offer, click on that offer, and then there's a way you get some cha-ching. Right? That's blogging. Now, let's go to number 3, Facebook Lives, which is one of our favorite ways to provide
probably 300 or 400 of them. We love doing that.
We love Facebook Lives.
Love that.
Facebook Lives is probably the easiest thing for people who can get over the fear of doing video. If you're not afraid of doing video, you need to be doing Facebook Lives. Yeah. If you are afraid of doing videos and you still want a way to reach a lot of people, I would still encourage you to do Facebook Lives. There's so much information out there on Facebook Lives.
There is.
But by the way, if you are in a situation where you want to do Facebook Lives and don't know how to get started, just leave me a message down there and I will
look no further, baby.
We actually created a Facebook Live checklist, things to consider when doing Facebook Lives. But I'll give you one hint. If you are really afraid of doing video, afraid of seeing yourself on video, you can actually practice a Facebook Live. You can do it on your Facebook profile page, and for the privacy setting, set it to only me. Right?
Practice.
That way, perfect. You can practice and nobody else can see it but you.
Isn't that cool?
And you can practice like that for weeks until you finally get enough courage.
But I wouldn't do it for eternally.
Don't do it for eternally. That's right.
No, you got it.
So, at any rate, Facebook Lives, you're approaching young entrepreneurs. It can enable you to reach pretty much anybody
anywhere in the world.
In the world, right?
Yeah, and we have.
And if you do a Facebook Live from your fan page, you can actually turn that into an ad.
That's
if you get a lot of engagement, you may want to turn that into a Facebook. You can boost the post, and so you can actually turn it into an ad to really reach thousands of people. So Facebook Lives are very, very powerful. Now, one of the things you need to consider, again, your market. Because you're doing Facebook Lives, your market is pretty much going to be on Facebook.
Yeah.
So say, for example, your particular market is you're trying to reach top level corporate executives, CFOs, stuff like that. you're probably not going to be able to reach them through Facebook Lives. You're going to find them, very good, you're going to find them on LinkedIn. And so you can actually start a LinkedIn account. You could actually do lives on LinkedIn if that is your particular market segment that you're trying to reach. Now, the other thing is, for Facebook Lives, it allows you to utilize tools, right? So if you want to put graphs on there, if you want to use charts or whatever, there are all sorts of software tools you can do to add those. Or if you just want to do a prop, right? If I wanted to show you guys a calendar, I can just kind of pull up a calendar and let you see it right here. There's Facebook Live. So you can do impromptu Facebook Lives. You kind of go as you can, and people like you to be natural and comfortable. So less stress for doing Facebook Lives. Once you get over that initial nervousness, you're up and going.
You're up and going, baby.
It's one of the best ways to go. And then for number 4, our final one, our favorite is YouTube videos.
Yay, YouTube, the how-to market.
You know, if you love video, if you love doing videos, YouTube is definitely the place to be.
My favorite.
Now, here's one of the things to consider about YouTube videos. And let's just do a little quick comparison with Facebook. Now, you do Facebook Lives, and what you're doing is basically a pattern interrupt. Right? It's a pattern interrupt because they're going down and they're looking down that news feed, and all of a sudden they see a message that your video is going live, right? So it's interrupting the pattern because maybe they're conversing with their relatives, their friends, or what have you on Facebook.
Talking about their cat.
Talking about their cats, right? And then all of a sudden there you pop up with your live, right?
They're like, what's this?
Yeah, so it may be a welcome interruption, maybe, or maybe not.
Or it could be a disruption.
Right. So maybe they're not necessarily looking for you. So we apologize if you weren't looking for us, right?
Hey.
But we just popped up. Here we are, right?
Here we are.
We're live, right? So, but the difference with YouTube is people go to YouTube because they're searching for answers to
information, baby.
They are searching.
How to.
So YouTube, people are looking for you. That's one of the things we love about YouTube. You know, they want to know how to do this, how to do that,
That's right.
how to build a business, how to do Facebook, how to do YouTube. You know, and so
how to fix a battery terminal on a car.
Oh, you know, that's
anything.
Right. Anything. How to change a tire. Anything. That's YouTube.
Yep.
So one of the things we love about YouTube is the audience will come to find you. Now, one of the things to keep in mind with YouTube, if that's something you're pursuing, because you can do YouTube ads, and you can also do, just like with Facebook, you can do Facebook ads, you can do free Facebook marketing, you can do free marketing on YouTube or through videos. Now, if you're going to do the free approach for videos, you want to use search engine optimization. And so that's something we're going to be talking about a little bit.
We'll be telling you that in
another
our next
video.
training. Yeah.
Yes. But
how to.
Yeah, but see, you want to make sure when someone is looking for a particular topic, you want to make sure that you show up on the first page of Google when they're doing that search, or the first page of YouTube. YouTube is actually owned by Google. So you want to make sure that they can find your particular video, because most people will not go past the first page.
True.
So you want to be in those first bit of search items, and so there's specific ways you can tweak that video to get it up to the top of the search rankings. And so that's one of the things that we will be talking about.
How to, baby, how to.
So hopefully you found this information helpful to you. If you like the information we're providing, you definitely want to join us on our YouTube channel. We encourage you.
I'm so excited about YouTube.
Yes, so we're going to be putting out a link for the YouTube channel. Just click that link and it'll take you right to our channel. We're very excited about it. It's a brand spanking new YouTube channel, but we're already getting videos out there.
Yeah.
And so definitely
training videos, good information.
Absolutely.